Minister of Government Business, Honorable SK Mashilo, the MEC for Coxstar, members of Mpumalanga Provincial Executive, Mr. S. Masango, Chief Whip of the Majority Party in Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature, Ms. E.N. Makawani, members of Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature, Executive Mayor of Chief Albert Tuli Local Municipality, Councillor MP Makubani, Speaker of Chief Albert Tuli Local Municipality, Councillor S. B. Gininza, Chief Whip of Albert Luthuli Local Municipality, Councillor L.L. Sidu, Director General of Mpumalanga Provincial Government, Ms. M.M. Skosana, Secretary to the Legislature, Mr. H.M. Shabangu, Bukhosi Base Butsini, Bukhosi Bagasomkuba, Bukhosi Bagaduma, Bukhosi Bagandlela, Bukhosi Bagampisikazi, Bukhosi Bagamandla Makhulu, Bukhosi Baga Enigwa Kuyengwa, Bukhosi Baga Basesandleni, Bukhosi Bagankaba, Bukhosi Basembuleni, Bukhosi Bagamadla Ngempisi, Bukhosi Basemfumbeni, Bukhosi Bagamantsholo. Councillors for Chief Albert Luthuli Local Municipality, councillors for Gersibane District Municipality, heads of Mpumalanga Provincial Departments, leaders of public service, heads of Chapter 9 and 10 institutions, leaders from business, sports, traditional, religious, and all sectors. Malunga esemthetho nemalunga emphakathi niyakhunjudwa ukuthi iSun City Sports Ground ideclarewe ukuthi yindlu yesishayamthetho kuze kuphele lo mhlangano. Ngakho ke imithetho yesishayamthetho izosebenza lana kule ndawo. Statements by members. Just a reminder to honorable members that in terms of our rules, the time allocation for member statements is as follows. Each statement is 1.5 minutes. MEC's response to a statement is 2 minutes, and a maximum of 7 statements are allowed under this rule. Are there any member statements? Honorable Nkosi.
Somlomo, egameni lembutho wesizwe i-African National Congress. Ngithanda ukudumisa nekubonga nekuhalalisela uhulumende wesifundza saseMpumalanga ngekuphakamisa lizinga lokuphakela kwemandi emphakathini wamasipala weChief Albert Luthuli. Emhlamo lengikhuluma ngayo, lomunye ulapha eLukwatini, lomunye usemanzana. Lokuthuthukisa kwale miklamo kwendiwe ngenxa yokukhula kwesibalo sebantu lomasipala waseChief Albert Luthuli. Eminyaka wa 2011 inani lebantu beling-186,000. Kodwa ngeminyaka wa 2022 ibalo tikhombise ukuthi sibalo sebantu sikhule saba ku-247,664. Honorable Speaker, lokuthuthukisa kwale miklamo ikakhulukazi eLukwatini Water Treatment Works kutawusita kakhulu ekuthuthukiseni izinga lokuhlanzeka kwemanti. Kutawuphindze kukhuphule linani lemanti laphakelwa umphakathi. Kanjalo futhi kutawuphindze kulekelele ukuthi emanti ahambisane nemigomo ngokwesimiso kwe-Science 241 ne-Blue Drop letimiso elitiko letemali nokuhanjiswa kwendle. Lokhu ukuthi indzaba letimnanzi kubahlali bamasipala waseChief Albert kuto tonke letindzaba. Ngakho-ke i-ANC ivakalisa kudumisa kakhulu etikweni le-Coxter ngemsebenzi lomuhle labawendile ngokusita lemphakathi ekuphakeleni kwemali. Ngiyabonga somlomo.
Honorable Mashilo,
Ngiyabonga Speaker, ngibingelela wena namalungu wesiphethamthetho. Mangibonge inkulumo esukumisa umhlonishwa Nkosi. Empeleni lo mklamo sobonile nakitolo. Amalungu esiphethamthetho abahleti lapha bawujabulela kakhulu. Into esalele emuva ekutheni kusesenama asbestos pipe lawa yenta ukuthi amanzi angafiki kahle emphakathini. Kodwa sesicalile nomasipala kubasita ukuthi sikhiphe lama asbestos sifaka ama pipe atafikelela kuwonke umuntu kakhulu eWard 18, Ward 25. Sekuyabonakala ukuthi inkinga yamanzi isekhona. Kodwa siyajabula ukuthi lo mklamo utosinceda ukuthi wonke umuntu ogcineni athola amanzi. Ngiyabonga.
Honorable Dlamini,
Angibonga kakhulu somlobo ithuba ongipha lona ngisukuma egameni le-African National Congress umbutho wabantu ukuzophakamisa istatement sokuhalalisela iziko lezemisebenzi yabantu imigwaqo nezokuthutha ngomsebenzi omuhle abawenzile ukwakha kabusha umgwaqo iD481 ohamba phakathi kweMoy Plus nasekulendeni lapha khona la ekhaya kumasipala wase-Albert Buthulu. Ubuwakhiwa ke ngaphansi kwesigaba salento esiyibiza ngokuthi i-district model lapha khona sihlanganisa konke esinako phansi kwehulumende wesifunda i-district nomasipala. Somlomo nendlu kubalulekile ukuthi sikusho ukuthi uma kunemklamo enjengalena ayilethi kuphela imigwaqo kunamanye amathuba ewalethayo. Ilethile ke amathuba emsebenzi, yaletha ke namathuba okuthuthukisa abasomabhizinisi abancane. Ngingasho nje ukuthi kulomklamo lo bekuqashwe ke abantu bala ekhaya abangango 24. Kulo 24 i14 yabo bekunsobamabhizinisi ngokuhlukana ngetigaba tabo. Then ke kunabomama abane abaqashiwe kulo msebenzi.
your time is up, Honorable Member.
Abane. Ngiyabonga kakhulu somlomo.
Honorable Mashilo,
Ngiyabonga nomlomo. Kune echo lapha enye indaba ngivi kahle. Kodwa engivileko esicabanga ukuthi ibaluleke kakhulu indaba yomgwaqo. Umnotho ukuthi ukhule umgwaqo ufuna wazi uhambeka abantu bakithi bakwazi uhamba. Ma umgwaqo ungahambeki umnotho ngeke wathi ukukhula. Sibonga kakhulu ukuthi umasipala kanye nepublic works bakwazi ukusebenzisana ukuthi abantu bakithi bakwazi uhamba emgwaqweni umnotho utokwazi ukukhula. Sekuningi ukufuna kwendeka kungakho lo mnyango kaPublic Works uthenga ama-grader awu-19 sitothenga amanye njengo-government siwanika abomasipala bethu ukuthi bakwazi ukulungisa imigwaqo kanye nale migwaqo emathuneni iwathi ukulunga. Ngiyabonga.
Honorable Mkhabela,
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise on behalf of the economic freedom fighters to raise a member statement about the dire situation and bad living conditions faced by the people of Mpuluzi, Feni, Mayflower, Dundonald, Jakastad, Tlazanje, Carolina, Manzana, Krom Dry, Betty's Hood, Leochil, Millikan Farm, the Broke Farm, Ntokozweni Farm, Krom Krans Farm, and Ndonga Farm. Honorable Speaker, all wards of Chief Albert Lutuli from Ward 1 to Ward 25 stood up here in this very same hall on Wednesday and cried about their painful daily sufferings and struggles 31 years ngaphansi kwembuso we-ANC. Speaker after speaker, they cried about lack of water as a basic need. Emerging farmers cried about access roads to their farms and lack of support from the ANC government. Communities cried about overcrowding due to lack of classrooms and dilapidated schools that are falling apart, and those without windows and doors. 31 years ngaphansi kwembuso we-ANC. The community members told us they have marched to demand clinics and roads, but it fell on deaf ears because the government of the ANC only remembers the people when it's election time like this year. I therefore, Honorable Speaker, request the Honorable Premier to commit to this House when will all these challenges faced by the people of Chief Albert Lutuli be resolved. How many more years will the people of Chief Albert Lutuli be fed with lies and empty promises? We want the date now, Honorable Speaker, from the Honorable Premier. I thank you.
Let me remind the members of the public. Before I started the sitting, I indicated.
Order, Speaker.
You can't do that.
Point of order,
You
Speaker.
can't do that. You were not doing that. when
Speaker,
you were
we are
clapping.
thoroughly
Stop
out
it.
of order.
How?
It can't be now that they are clapping after Honorable Mkabel. They've been clapping from all the members of the ANC. We
were
never said
observing-
anything.
we were
Allow the people
observing-
to clap.
Yeah.
We are thoroughly out of
We
order.
were observing that. We were observing that, and we kept quiet intentionally because we
Honorable
wanted to see.
members.
We were observing that. We were not
Honorable
commenting.
members.
Stop that.
Honorable members, the point of order, ayikho. I have declared the sitting as the sitting of the legislature. In terms of our rules, Rule 34, subsection 12, members of the public may not sing or converse aloud in the chamber during a sitting. I'm not against clapping of hands, but the rules are indicating you must not converse aloud. Honorable Mashilo.
Honorable Speaker, siyabonga, and I appreciate the member statement raised by Honorable Mkabel. Well, eqinisweni sekubanakele masihamba lapha ukuthi inkinga tikhona. Njengoba kubonakele kule member statement eqaleni akababa uNkosi ukuthi umphakathi uyakhula. Mawukhula kunenkinga etikhulayo. Kodwa sesibonisile ukuthi indaba yamanzi si-attenda kanjani. Indaba emgwaqo si-attenda kanjani. I-Department yaka-Education kunetikole tat-renovate. We agree ukuthi kunesikole esifuna yakhiwe lapha. Umeya no councillors kanye na MEC batatibuka ne-department. Ubonakala indaba yama-clinic ukuthi statistics noma umgomo we-government uthi kuna kube ne-300,000 abantu qualify esibhedlela. La e-Chief Albert Lutuli itibhedlela tiyi-2. Ibaluleke kakhulu ukuthi leti bhedlela ngeke usekudeni nabantu. Kungakho sikhuluma ngama-24-hour centers, the clinic ekufuna siyabuka. Le government iqhubeka kakhulu esikhathini saphambilini nanyalo. Kuneqiniso lokho masinga campaign ngendaba engasiliqiniso. Siyabonga. Campaign izafika mhlekazi. Ngiyabulela.
Jaya.
Honorable Ncumayo.
Ngiyabonga Speaker.
Ngisukuma ukwethula kulendlu udaba olukhathaza kakhulu mayelana nesimo sokunakekelwa kwezempilo izinsiza kulomphakathi indaba ekhulunywa ngqo nesithunzi
Honorable
sokuphepha.
Nqumayo, can you please take the podium mic?
Thank you very much, Speaker. Ngisukuma ukwethula kulendlu udaba olukhathaza kakhulu mayelana nesimo sokunakekelwa kwezempilo izinsiza kulomphakathi indaba ekhulunywa ngqo nesithunzi ukuphepha kanye nobuntu babantu bakithi. Okuphakathi kwalenkinga kunomtholampilo ongabiyelwa kulomasipala. Lokhu kwenza ukuthi iziguli nabanesi isimo sabo sempilo nokuphepha kwabo kusengcupheni. Lesikhungo okufanele sibe indawo yokulapha nokuvikela esikhundleni salokho siphenduke indawo isikhala sokwesaba nokungaqiniseki. Iziguli okuhlanganisa abesekhulile, abesifazane nezingane zicheka ezingozini zokuphepha kuyilapho abahlengikazi baphoqeleka ukuthi basebenze ngaphansi kwesimo ezibeka engcupheni inhlalakahle yabo kanye ubuchopho bomsebenzi. Ngiyabonga.
Honorable Mashilo,
Iyabonga Speaker insukumisa mhlonishwa lapho. Empeleni sivumelana nendaba ukuthi asikafiki lapha sifuna kuya khona. Isimo sempilo noma sendawo yethu asikabi kusifikisa lapho sikuthi ekugcineni siyakhona. Kodwa iliqinisweni abunese lapha ekhaya basebenza ngokuzichanya kakhulu. And siyababonga kulokho kanye nama CTW kanye impela nezinyanga zesintu ekufuze nazo sizibeke phambili. So government senza wonke ukuthi amaklinikhi wethu ezibhedlela kube nemithi ukuthi abantu bakithi bakwati ukusizakala. And lokho siyakwetha kuliqiniso. Mhlambe nani bahlonishwa kuzakosa nivakashela amaklinikhi lesibhedlela khona lapha ningakhulumi noma nizobatsho nozibonela ngamehlo. Siyabonga.
Honorable Masango,
What's going? Okay. Honorable Speaker, I rise on behalf of the Democratic Alliance to deliver a member statement. This week, members of the Mpumalanga legislature did several oversight around Chief Albert Lutuli local municipality. And I assume promises were made to our disparate communities, schools, NPOs, and clinics, like we usually do every year, but none of the promises are ever fulfilled. We really need to be honest with ourselves here. Honorable Speaker, on Tuesday, the DA did an oversight at Lilanga Secondary School in Deepdale, a village that is about 20 kilometers from here. What we discovered in the school and the rest of the village, Honorable Speaker, will send shivers and pains to any parent or lawmaker who has a sense of humanity. The school has 973 learners, 19 classrooms, and 29 educators, including the principal. Honorable Speaker, all those 973 learners are using only 2 pit toilets that are almost full and not usable when it rains. Sometimes learners are asking neighbors for toilets, and others use their nearby bushes to relieve themselves. After 32 years of democracy, we are still failing our children. As for the 29 educators, they have access to 2 waterless toilets in the staff room. They are forced to carry water buckets to use the toilets. This has been going since 2007, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I would like to request the Consent Department and MEC to make time and go to that school to see the health hazard and inhumane condition that teachers and learners are going through daily. May it would convince them to act urgently. I thank you.
Let me remind you, honorable members, in terms of our rules, the time limits for speeches, Rule 49. Rule 49, subsection 1, unless otherwise provided for in these rules, members are restricted to the times allocated to them to speak on the business before the legislature. You are therefore required to adhere to the rules. Honorable Masina.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Greetings to your good selves, all members of this legislature. Honorable Speaker, let me acknowledge and appreciate the member statement delivered by Honorable Masango. Honorable Speaker, let's acknowledge that indeed there are a number of challenges that have been identified in relation to our infrastructure, in particular our schools across the municipality. But I can confirm, Honorable Speaker, that most of the schools, they are part of the plan that we are having in terms of fixing some of the ablution facilities, some of the structures of the schools, because most of the schools are very old and are dilapidated. So what we are going to do, we are going to come back and reassess these schools. We have already sent a delegation from our infrastructure department to come and do the reassessment. But of course, like the Honorable MEC Mashilo said, there are other schools that we are going to demolish and rebuild, but we are going to communicate to the municipality accordingly. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Kwakwa.
Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the ANC, I would like to extend our appreciation to Chief Albert Luthuli Municipality for their commitment to clean governance. The Council adopted the resolution to focus on better governance, improved infrastructure, planning and stable service delivery. Honorable Speaker, the Executive Mayor of Chief Albert Luthuli Municipality and the Council have committed to strengthen governance, accountability and service delivery within the municipality. We welcome and celebrate these positive stories from our municipalities. These stories reflect the power of working together to improve service delivery and strengthen trust between government and communities. Honorable Speaker, together we can build municipalities that are accountable, inclusive and responsive. We encourage other municipalities to share their success stories and learn from one another and continue to strengthen the bond between our municipalities and the people we serve. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Mashilo.
Siyabonga Speaker, nalenkulumo esukumisa umhlonishwa sikwakho. Hayi siyambongisa umeya kanye namakhansela wala Chief Albert Luthuli. Bakwadi ukuphatha umasipala netimali kahle. Kungakho baku unqualified for isikhathi eside. Sithi mabaqhube, bahloniphe, bangatshontshe itimali domphakathi. Imali ayikho lo mphakathi udinga isito labo. Umsebenzi wabo uyabonakala. Phambili omeya namakhansela siyabonga.
Honorable Skosana.
Ezwakala. Ngithokoze mphathi Ndambo. Ngisuma ngilunga lomkhonto wesizwe. Ngizokutsho istatement sami. Izinkinga esizizwile la eChief Albert Luthuli. Inkinga ekhona abantu base Chief Albert Luthuli bakhulume ngendlela ezikhona phakathi kwemizi, irrespective ukuthi is a tar road or is a gravel road. Izindlela zethu asina access to abantwana baye esikolweni abogogo bakhona ukuya emholweni, amanesi akhona ukuya emakliniki, abotisheri bakhona ukuya esikolweni bayokufundisa ingane zethu. Honorable Speaker, SMK Party, we request the MEC of Cooperative Governance to hold the executive mayor and official accountable for neglecting the duty they answer for failing to maintain the critical infrastructure. We demand immediately road repair and maintenance, a comprehensive plan for the road infrastructure development, accessible for responsibility. As I conclude, Honorable Speaker, Umkhonto wesizwe believe that the people of Chief Albert Lutuli can't wait any longer. We need action, not words. Honorable Speaker, ngalawa mazwi, we appeal to the MEC of wezokuhlala kahle ukuthi
Your time is up, Honorable Member. Honorable Mashilo.
oh thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Ngiyabonga Speaker, ngibonga ilunga lesibethamthetho Honorable Skhosana kule nkulumo ayisukumisileyo. Empeleni umphakathi walapha njengemiphakathi eminingi abasebenzi abakwazi ukukhokhela ama-service. Lokho futhi wenza ukuthi nalomkhandlu walapha ekhaya uthole nzima kakhulu ukuthi etinye tinsita ngateta ngendlela efuna ukuthi yende. Kodwa siyabonga unqane bakwenzako. Sizobavela siba encourage ukuthi mabayende kakhulu ukuthi izindlela njoba sengibonisile zikwazi ukulungiswa, abantu bakwazi ukuya emathuneni, abantu bakithi bakwazi ukuya emakliniki. Sesibonisile ukuthi umeya namakhansela lapha bakhuthele kakhulu. Masingabanceda njengesibethamthetho sibanike imali. Ngiyathemba bazayenza okuningi esokudingayo. Siyabulela. Ngiyabonga.
Executive statements. I am informed that there are no executive statements. Motions without notice. Are there any motion without notice? Honorable Nkonyana.
Ngiyabonga Somlomo ohloniphekile. Ngiphakamisa ukwethula isiphakamiso ngaphandle kwesaziso ngaphansi kwenhlangano kaKhongolose iANC. Ukuncoma umnyango wezamasiko ezemidlalo kanye nezokungcebeleka ngokuhambisa phambili nokuxhasa ezemidlalo. Somlomo banikele ngezinsiza zokudlala emphakathini womasipala iChief Albert Lutuli. Kusenjalo iFuture Stars yaseGlenmore, JM Sports yaseLukwatini RDPs kanye neYoung Stars yaseKlindeni nabo bahlomulile. Wonke lamaqembu adlala kuHollywood Bet ahlomule izinsiza zeminyaka emithathu ekufakwa phakathi imoto yokubathutha, ukudla kanye nokokwehlisa ukoma uma benemhlangano bedlala noma bezivocavoca. Chair, Speaker, can I proceed?
Kubeka sebenza.
Honorable members and members of the public, this is the precinct of the legislature, and you are therefore required to conduct yourselves according to the rules of the House of the Legislature. Members of the public are not allowed to participate in the sitting. Only members of the legislature are allowed to participate. Honorable Nkonyana, can you proceed?
Ukweseka ezempilo kubantu abadala, isiyanqoba Old Age Center nayo ibese ihlomula ijezi lebhola leqembu lidlala kusifunda isifundazwe kanye nezwelonke jikelele ku-Golden Oldies Games. Kanti-ke okunye lo mnyango ubamba elikhulu iqhaza emlandweni ekuthuthukiseni izimpilo zabantu abasha. Bahambisa phambili kakhulu isimilo ukusebenza ngokubambisana kanye nempilo elungile. Abantu abasha abaningi abakwazi ukudlala ngoba abanazo izinto zokudlala. Uhulumeni, izinkampani ezizimele kanye nenhlangano zomphakathi zinenselela enkulu ekusekeleni nasekuqinisekeni ukuthi abantu abasha bayakhona ukubamba iqhaza kwezemidlalo. Ngakho-ke Somlomo, let us continue to build a stronger, healthier and more active communities. I so move.
The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt the motion. Agree to?
Agreed.
So agreed. Honorable Khosa.
Angibonge Somlomo lohloniphekile. Ngiphakamisa sishukumiso egameni lenhlangano libusako iAfrican National Congress. Lapho inqoma litiko letekulima leliholwa ngumhlonishwa Mweketsi ngekuthi litshale imali kumkhakha wetekulima lo masipala weChief Albert Luthuli. Somlomo uhulumende ikakhulukati litiko letekulima liphendvulile ukuthi icelo temalunga emphakathi ekutheni achase imiklamo yabosomabhizinisi bendzawo labasafufutha ikakhulukati bendlule emnyama. Lolchaso ngilelinye indlela uhulumende wethu latama ngalo kucosha indlala nekulwa nekuswelakala kwemsebenzi. Litiko lichase imiklamo lengu-7 leme ngalolu hlobo. Inkalane Community Project, Mpuleni Irrigation Project, Thobela Royal Project, Inkanyezi Poultry Project, and Rismasina Precary. Kukhona leminye imiklamo lechaswe nguhulumende Somlomo lengachubi kahle ngenxa yekudonselana kwemalunga naletinye tinkinga. Hulumende uvule tandla kutsi anike teluleko kulawo lanetinkinga. Sincoma kakhulu loluchaso loluchutshwa nguhulumende nakulawo latfola inzuzo siyawabongela. Ngiyatfula Somlomo, ngiyabonga.
The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt the motion.
Agreed.
So agreed. Honorable Fenyane.
Sawang Somlom. I rise on behalf of Umkhonto Wesizwe Party to raise serious concerns about unfinished projects or Bermuda projects in Chief Albert Luthuli municipality, where projects are signed off as completed even if they remain unfinished and are of substandard. Honorable Speaker, examples of such projects, Lapa Kaduma Primary School, which is said to be renovated. Contractor Ushiabantu Lapa, Angabapatalang. Lapa, Ewat 23, Usesane paving, Yakdala Engatetwang. It has been 3 years now, and community are complaining. This suggests possible collusion between officials and contractors, with favored contractors getting more projects despite poor performance. Honorable Speaker, MK Party demands that the following be done: investigation into these unfinished projects and possible collusion to be conducted. Accountability from the officials responsible. Blacklisting all underperforming contractors. Versus where city consequences for those who signed incomplete projects. MK Party and the community wants answers. Is the department going to turn a blind eye as well to all this? What is the relationship between officials and these contractors? I so move.
The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt the motion. Agree to?
Agreed. No.
The motion is defeated. Honorable
Ufuna
Malachi.
kwenda?
I am here, Speaker.
Honorable Malachi.
Honorable Speaker, Giphakama njengelunga elihloniphekile le-EFF to raise a motion without notice by registering our disappointment and utter a disgust about the manner and the level in which the ANC government and Chief Albert Lithuli municipality under the incompetent, highly incapacitated and clueless Mayor Magubane and the corrupt to the core businessman. Municipal manager Mr. Tabete is threatening the people of Chief Albert Lithuli. Honorable Speaker, noting that 31 years sisenkululekweni ngaphansi kombuso we-ANC, abantu bala e-Chief Albert Lithuli abanazo zonke insizwa ezibalulekile basic services like foot bridges and bridges that connect villages, no tarred road, the youth and the graduate are unemployed, no sports and recreational facilities, no skills development centers, libraries. There is no support for old age homes. NPOs instead they are being closed, boreholes and high mast light are not working. The tank provided for water are dirty. RDP houses are given to friends and families, girlfriends and boyfriends of the mayor and the councillors, and deserving people are left out. People have turned a clinic into a shebeen. There are no ambulances as a result, sick and injured people die on the street and pregnant women give birth in their houses or in the hired car rushing to the hospital. Projects are incomplete like Mandla Makulu paving. This is not said by me or the EFF, Honorable Speaker. It's said by the rejected and downtrodden masses of Chief Albert Lithuli right in front of the highly incompetent mayor and all MECs deployed by the failing ANC. I therefore, in light of all the above challenges facing the people of Chief Albert Lithuli, move for a motion without notice that legislature, through the Speaker, lodge a complaint with the Hawks and SIU to investigate the mayor and the embezzlement of the taxpayers' money and effect arrest with immediate effect. Failure by the Speaker to lodge the complaint with the Hawks, the SIU will leave the EFF with no option but to lodge the complaint ourselves as we have substantial evidence at our disposal. I so move.
Mphakathi wase Chief Albert Lithuli. Mphakathi wase Chief Albert Lithuli. Anginikhumbuteni lana kuseshaya mthetho saseMpumalanga. Kuya ngema rules and orders ase legislature. Rule 34 lekhuluma ngokuthi phatha uma sendlini yeshamthetho. Subsection number 12 ikhuluma ngokuthi ma members we public awafanelanga kucula noma abangemsindo kushamthetho. Manje senginikhuza kokugcina nivumelekile kushadandla kepha not kuba ngamsindo. The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt.
No.
Yes, I
Agreed.
No.
Misleading. To defend the corruption is like you, ANC. Bantu bafuna ama services no.
Now it's
What kind of a leader are you?
Misleading. So you're defending corruption.
We want
The mayor is stealing from the people and corruption from the people.
to come
Of their services. We are saying no. We are out of order.
Comfortable criminals. You are comfortable.
Mpumalanga to come here and Chief Albert Lithuli.
Honorable Ndlovu.
Munene umncane kangaka uvumela corruption munene umncane kangaka uvumela corruption
Of the
You
House.
have
person agree
normalized
for
corruption.
corruption.
You have normalized corruption.
They must be known for who they are.
Yes,
Defending
they want
corruption.
You are misleading the public.
Munene you are worse, young and corrupt.
Honorable,
You corrupt even before you become MEC.
Amboplota mchana.
Honorable Chibi. It's for the last time, and Honorable Sidibe, Honorable Ndlovu. I said you must just shut up. Honorable members and members of the public, the motion is defeated.
Speaker, we must shut up.
No.
Speaker, order, Speaker, you are saying we must shut up. Language. What language is that, Speaker?
Honorable Ndlovu, I did not recognize you. You speak when the speaker recognizes you.
Now
I
you
did
can
not
shut up
recognize
again.
you.
Now we shut
Can you please?
Shut up, Speaker. Proceed. Just shut up and proceed.
Honorable Ndlovu.
I'm sure we can use that language. Shut up and proceed.
Honorable Ndlovu, can you please conduct yourselves according to the rules of the House? We must not allow that this decorum of the House be failed by honorable members. Can you please adhere to the rules, because the rules are approved by the members of the legislature. And therefore rules are binding all members of the legislature. Honorable Mtsweni,
Honorable Speaker, my hand is up. You can't be ignoring me.
Honorable Mtsweni,
Honorable Speaker, my hand is up. Honorable Speaker, my hand is up. Honorable Speaker, my hand is up.
Honorable Mkhabela, can you please lower your hand? I recognize Honorable Mtsweni now.
But can I say
Can you
something?
allow Honorable Mtsweni to speak?
It's on a point of order, Honorable Speaker. Before Honorable Mtsweni speaks, my hand is up.
On which rule are you rising on?
It's not a role, it's a point of order. Honorable Speaker, I just want to remind you, because you seem to be forgetting that the rules also applies to you sitting there. You cannot say to a member, an honorable member, that she must shut up. That is not a parliamentary word to be used by yourself sitting there. Find correct English words to use, or sebenzise Swati if you can't find that English word, because shut up is not parliamentary. And you must withdraw as the honorable speaker and apologize to the member that you said she must shut up.
Honorable members, rule number 36, subsection 2.
Apology accepted, Speaker.
Whenever the
Thank
presiding
you, Honorable Speaker.
officer
Progressive.
arises during a debate, any member then speaking or offering to speak must resume his or her seat, and the presiding officer must be heard without interruption. Honorable members were interrupting the presiding officer. Honorable Mtsweni, can you proceed?
You must say sit down, not shut up, but apology accepted.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, honorable members, our distinguished guests, Sanbonani Lochani. I rise on behalf of MK Party to ask this House note with grave concern that during Human Rights Month, schools in Chief Albert Lutuli municipality are literally falling apart. To be more specific, Situtugile Junior Secondary School, it's a school in Mashilo Seket that is violating learners' rights to education and safety. Honorable Speaker, it is painful to watch learners getting into a building that is about to fall apart, with dilapidated classrooms, with no furniture, inadequate sanitation, a safety and health hazard that impaired the learning process and also disproportionately affect future leaders. As MK Party, we value and respect our communities, and we therefore demand that Situtugile School be shut down and learners be provided a new school where possible. Immediately repairs and upgrade be done to ensure safe learning environment, with further suggestion that temporary relocation of learners be done and those responsible for risking the lives of learners be held accountable. Honorable Speaker, in closing, we demand that there should be a comprehensive plan to address infrastructure backlog because we believe that these learners deserve better. As this is a human rights month, let us prioritize rights and get to them let us prioritize learners' rights and get them a better facility to learn in a safe school. Ngiyabonga.
The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt the motion. Agree to?
Agreed.
Yes, so
That's our decision already, that the
Honorable
school is
Grobler.
open.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I rise on behalf of the Democratic Alliance to to deliver a motion without notice. Honourable Speaker, noting that during this past week, members of this House conducted oversight visits in the Chief Albert Lutuli local municipality. As members, we observed unacceptable conditions. These include collapsing and poorly maintained infrastructure, government buildings functioning without access to water, the continued use of pit toilets in our schools, placing the dignity and safety of learners at risk, and communities trapped in the deep and systemic poverty as a result of poor governance. Honourable Speaker, further noting that recent data reported from the Electoral Commission shows that only 27.7 million people in South Africa is registered, leaving at least 50% of South Africans eligible to vote unregistered. We recognise this gap in voter registration reflects a dangerous disengagement which often benefits failing governments and entrenches poor service delivery. Further noting that the conditions witnessed in the Chief Albert Lutuli municipality it's inevitable that poor governments will continue and that the lack of accountability and political neglect will continue. I therefore move that the Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature calls on the residents of the Chief Albert Lutuli municipality, as well as residents of the province, to register to vote in the upcoming local government elections. I further move that residents be encouraged to support a capable, ethical, and service-driven government that's committed to restoring dignity, delivering basic services, creating opportunities, and building functional municipalities. We need to acknowledge that real change is possible through the ballot box, and that the Democratic Alliance government offers credible and proven alternatives for failing administrations. I so move.
The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt the motion. Agree to?
No.
The motion is defeated. Honorable Malipen.
Why are they saying no?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I hereby move a motion without notice on behalf of the ANC for this House to acknowledge and commend the outstanding efforts of our Honorable Premier, Mr. Mandlandlov, in advancing youth development across the province. Noting that the Office of the Premier has funded youth-owned SMEs through the Premier's Youth Development Fund. At this period, the Premier's office funded 4 youth enterprises in this municipality. The primary aim of the PYDF is to deal with youth unemployment, and this funding is dispersed in various forms from finances, equipment, monitoring, and development. We appreciate the commitment shown by the Premier and the provincial government in prioritizing the needs and aspiration of youth. Further noting that we encourage continued investment and expansion of youth-focused programs to ensure sustainable development in inclusive economic participation. Honorable Speaker, we call upon all stakeholders to support and collaborate with the Office of the Premier in strengthening youth development initiatives aimed at empowering young people through skills development, enterprises, support, and
Time up,
employment
time up, time up.
opportunities. I so move.
Honorable CDB, you are not the presiding officer. I'm the timekeeper here. And when the time for member statement or motion has expired, I will advise the member that the time has expired. The question before the House is whether we agree to approve the motion.
Yes.
Yes.
No. It's already no.
No.
The program is corrupt. Yes.
Honorable members, keep quiet.
No.
I want to
No,
rule on
no.
this motion. Can you please keep quiet? The motion is defeated.
Thank you.
Notices of motion. Are there notices of motion? Honorable Sidibe.
Ngiyabonga Somlomo. Ngibingelele nendlu yonke nebahlali bonke base Chief Albert Ulthuli kanye nemakhosi. Somlomo bantu base Chief Albert Ulthuli abayadi inkululeko. There's no freedom in Chief Albert Ulthuli. Makhosi ase Chief Albert Ulthuli, Honorable Mashilo abayadi inkululeko. They've never touched freedom. There's no freedom in Chief Albert Ulthuli. I'm saying this, Honorable Speaker, because you and Honorable Lombo stood up in front of the public. Nazi, after babeke thinking atabo tonge, ndobuya after 18 months, October nega report ngaleti king. And 18 months batoba bagu, noting that 7 months down the line from now, so basikuma local government election, and Boma Kubane they will be out of office. So utoba ubuya guban utoti. And why 18 months? Because ANC ayinayo history omlando let's ama service delivery within 18 months. Ungalungisa njani into in 18 months bakunike 31 years. 31 years uhlulekile and you are going to do it in 18 months. That's misleading our people. Honorable Speaker, I'm rising to raise a notice of motion. Kuthi Mayor Makubane must be the last stupid mayor in the office of Chief Albert Ulthuli.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Matabete is very
Point of
corrupt.
order.
And there's a point of order.
Honorable Speaker.
On the motion, on a notice of motion.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Sidibe, can you please take your seat? Honorable Sikwakwa.
Yeah, no, thanks very much, Honorable Chair. I rise on terms of, in point of order that Honorable Sidibe has called the mayor on another word. Can he withdraw that? It's a parliamentary language to be utilized. Chair.
You are behaving exactly like him.
Sit down. Sit down when I
You are behaving exactly like him, Honorable Squawk. Thank you.
You want to be relevant. Sit down.
Honorable Sidibe, can you please withdraw? And honorable members, can you please conduct yourself according to the rules of the House?
Mayor Makubane must be the last mayor of the ANC.
Point of order, Chair. Point of order, Speaker. You must withdraw. Point of order. Point of
order. Honorable Sidibe, take your seat. There's a point of order.
Honorable Speaker, thanks very much. You have made a ruling, Honorable Speaker. Can Honorable Sidibe withdraw first before continuing?
Sit down,
Thanks,
Wena.
Chair.
Sit down. You want to be relevant. Sit down. Since you became a youth league, what you are so forward. Sit down.
Honorable Speaker, because nine is no 18 months. Kuna mage matuna lo bathu yakula uyesibhedlela bhedlela satha abuye 2027 yeftomthatha imise kadokotela kusasa lokho eGauteng babe mathumana utawuthola impilo because iANC yakula angeke ufe EFF ikhona tabulethela iBMW comfort sikubhukelene lo hotel kusasa sikunike
Time is up.
Honorable Squawka, Olabapos.
Wena uzolimala.
Yeah, we want the conference.
Since you became a youth
Honorable members.
what to forward.
Honorable members, honorable members,
Who are you to think you can deal with honorable
honorable members,
When
you are,
you are a small boy.
honorable members,
He's a small boy.
you, honorable members, you are conducting yourself not in an honorable manner. I request that you abide by the rules of the House. And you must not interrupt another member while a member is speaking, unless you pose a point of order. And members of the public, you are not allowed to participate in this sitting. This is the sitting of the legislature. You are only allowed to clap hands, but not to converse aloud in the chamber. And the motion is noted and will be dealt accordingly. Honorable Mkabela.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Just to say to Honorable Squawka, I must allow Honorable Mashilo to raise these things with Honorable Sediba. He's a young boy, he can't.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
He's too young.
Point of
We
order.
must allow
Point of order.
the veterans.
Honorable-
Stand up. Sit down, Wena, man.
Sit down.
Sit down, Wena. You're too
Honorable
young.
Speaker.
You're a small
Honorable Sikwakwa, can I take the point of order?
Yeah, no, thanks very much, Honorable Speaker. Can Honorable Mukabela withdraw being a small boy? I'm an honorable member being in this house. Thanks, Chair.
Cannot
we are
withdraw.
emotional
For when I'm not withdrawing.
But you are
For when I'm
small.
not withdrawing.
Very young.
For you, I'm not withdrawing. You are very young.
We are very young
I'm not
politically and
withdrawing for
mentally.
you.
and age-wise.
To be honorable member doesn't mean that you are not a
Sit
small
down
boy.
and
You are
take a
small.
chill.
You are very small.
You are a small boy.
A young man is a
Speaker,
young
there's a
man.
point of
You
order.
are a small boy.
Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members. Honorable members, I request that you conduct yourself, and this is for the last time. I will request the security to take you out of this chamber if you continue like this. Because I'm reminding you time and again about the rules of the House. But you continuously behave grossly, disorderly in this House. And I won't allow that this House deteriorate. We must adhere to the rules. All members must adhere to the rules. Formal motions. Okay, there's another notice of motion, Honorable Masango.
Yeah, point of before Speaker. Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I was disrupted by Squawka. I wanted to wish the ANC a peaceful and successful conference. And ngifisa ukuthi nibuye niphelele sitonidla kahle kuma
Honourable
local
Sidibe,
government
can you please
election
take your seat?
niphelele. Thank you.
Honorable Sidibe, take your seat. Your time has expired. Honorable Masango, can you proceed?
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I rise on behalf of the Democratic Alliance that this House at its next sitting debates the conditions of the school's infrastructure in Chief Albert Lutuli municipality. I so move.
The motion is noted and will be dealt with accordingly. Formal motions. Are there any formal motions? And I'm also informed that there are no formal motions. We'll then now proceed to the orders of the day. And the secretary will read the first order of the day.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Greetings to yourself, the Honorable Leader of the Government Business, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Members, our traditional leaders and councillors, distinguished guests, and all our invitees. Orders of the day, order number 1, closing address by the Leader of Government Business and MEC for Coxter, Honorable SK Mashilo.
Before Speaker,
What is it on before? Honorable City.
yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. According to the order paper, the person who was supposed to respond here is the Honorable Premier Ndlovu. And he didn't tell us whether he's sick, or he's late, or he's dead, or what's happening about him. You can't just put a substitute without sending a formal apology for the Premier. And this is for the second time the Premier is doing that. We are very much disappointed. ANC conference cannot supersede the legislature work. We are supposed to be here, and from here go to there, because we have even given you a Friday that we were supposed to finish tomorrow. We gave you a day so that you deal with your conference, because we are not jealous of you. But you can't disrespect us and not come and respond here. As the Premier, the people of Chief Albert want to hear from the Premier of the province, because what is going to happen with their life? This is undermining the people of Chief Albert. It must come to an end.
Honorable members and members of the public, when a member is absent in the sitting, he or she is supposed to write to the Speaker. And I have received an apology from the Honorable Premier, Honorable MP Ndlovu, who has duly tendered an apology and delegated MEC Mashilo, who is the Leader of Government Business, MEC Coxter, to close on behalf of the Premier. I will now invite the Honorable SK Mashilo
Honorable
to
Speaker.
deliver the closing remarks.
Honorable Speaker, before Honorable Mashilo, can you recognize me, Honorable Speaker?
There's a hand, Honorable Speaker, before.
There's a hand before
The hand.
before the Leader of Government Business starts
On
speaking.
which rule? On which rule? If you can tell me on which rule?
Mlalele.
On which rule? On which rule are you raising?
Honorable Speaker, we are still on that one that was raised by Honorable Sidibe. We are not disputing that the Honorable Premier has sent you an apology, but you failed to indicate to this House until Honorable Sidibe mentioned that you should have done that. So we are not disputing it, but you must acknowledge your mistake that you didn't tell us that the Premier is not here due to 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
Usheshe wajaha, Honorable Sidibe. Usheshe wajaha, ngoba, before ngibite Honorable SK Mashilo, bengitosho ukuthi Honorable Premier.
Hayi, besombitile. Asidluleni, Honorable Speaker. Asidluleni.
At least the tie, it's red. That's why you must continue.
Ngiyabonga, Honorable Speaker. May I take this opportunity on behalf of the Premier of the province, submit a profound apology for not being able to attend this important event, umhlangano umphakathi walapha eChief Albert Luthuli. Mangikubingelele somlomo wabaluleke kakhulu, isekela somlomo baba uMasango. Ngibingelela amalunga wecabinet, ngibingelela amalunga wesiphetho womthetho abahloniphekileyo. Mphakathi wakithi enukubona namuhla la kwenzeki le parliament eNelspruit, kwenzeka lapha kuphela. Angazi ukuthi kwenzeke. Mangibingelela ubukhosi. Amakhosi yabondaba ezitha balapha ekhaya eChief Albert Lithuli usomlomo sobagagule ngamagama mangiwonge isikhathi. Ngibingelele uDirector General we-government waseMpumalanga. Ngibingelela abomeya kakhulu umeya uMagubane, umeya walapha eChief Albert Lithuli, uSpeaker uMaspala kanye namakhansela wonkana walomkhandlu wase-Chief Albert Lithuli. Ngibingelele umphakathi wakithi walapha eChief Albert Lithuli kanye nabasebenzi bombuso. Sibonga kakhulu government ukuthi sithole lethuba ukuthi sifika lapha namuhla. Insuku endathu ezidlulile isiphethamthetho sithole ithuba sokuthi babe la kulomkhandlo wase Chief Albert Lithuli kanye negovernment ezokhulumisana nani ngenkinga enibukane nazo. Isiphethamthetho kumsebenzi waso ukuthi sifike sizobona ukuthi igovernment kuyini kwenzako, into esibiza ukuthi oversight. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi bafikile ukuthi siwazi ukubona, siwazi ukukhulumisana futhi nani njengomphakathi, sixoxisane ngoba uxoxisana into ehle kakhulu. Kuyasijabulisa lokho. Over the past few days, we have seen democracy in action, not as an abstract idea, but as a lived experience where government engages directly with the people, listens attentively, accounts honestly, and renews its commitment to services. Allow me at this outset to sincerely thank the Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature, led by yourself, Honorable Speaker, for bringing us all here today. At least we had an opportunity to engage and to some extent entertain Abandu in this meeting today. This initiative remains one of the most powerful expressions of our constitutional democracy. By moving oversight from the offices into communities, the legislature ensures that government remains closest to the people and that the executive stays accountable, responsive, and indeed focused of its duties. Oversight is not about fault finding for criticism's sake. It's about enhancing performance. It ensures public servants remain dedicated to delivering quality services, that policies yield real results, and that community voices influence government priorities. Indeed, we are influenced by the voices, ideas came from our society. As government, we are not brilliant. However, we remain brilliant when we interact with our communities. We believe a number of important ideas lies within our society, and hence we are here today. Oversight keeps the executive alert. It reveals weaknesses where they exist, recognizes successes where progress is made, and ultimately bolster governance and service delivery. As the executive, we welcome this scrutiny because it sharpens our work and aligns our more closely with the real experience of our people. This Taking Legislature to the People program has occurred amid challenges, socio-economic climate, both nationally and internationally. Worldwide, economies still feel the impact of ongoing geopolitical tensions, conflicts, climate shocks, global inflation, energy market fluctuations, and changes in trade relations. These global forces have a direct and sometimes severe impact on developing economies like ours. This rise the cost of living, strict fiscal space, hinder investment, and exert significant pressure on households, particularly the poor and indeed the working class. South Africa faces these challenges as well. However, despite these global and domestic pressures, our country continues to demonstrate resilience, and our province remains dedicated to build a more inclusive and sustainable economy. In Mpumalanga, we are encouraged by the signs of economic recovery and job growth. We must indicate we are beginning to see umehluko esikhathi esidlulile. Eqinisweni, umnotho mawungakhulu kuzoba nendlala, kuzoba nenhlupheko enkulu kakhulu. Sesiyabona ukuthi isimo siyatshentsha nalapha eMpumalanga. This progress is supported by ongoing infrastructure investment, improved agriculture and agro-processing, sustained actively in mining and manufacturing, growth in tourism, and increased opportunities in renewable energy and the green economy. Sesiyabona ukuthi after load shedding esibenayo esikhathini sekuyamonakala ukuthi isimo siyatshentsha. Load shedding ayisekho, esikubona kwezinye indawo ilo sibiza ukuthi load reduction. These sectors have not only contributed to economic output but also played a significant role in reducing the unemployment. Mpumalanga has positively impacted the national decline in unemployment through expanded public works program, labor absorbing infrastructure projects, support for small, medium, micro enterprises, youth employment initiatives, and focused emphasis on localization and backing for local suppliers. Indeed, as this government, we are pioneering that the township economy must indeed make sure and include our participations of our people. Over years, we have dealt with this issue of small enterprises in a form of our spaza shops. What we have realized that some spaza shops that are still under foreign nationals. The question is why we should take our spaza shops and give to other people. Whereas we've got our children, abantwana bethu, abangasebenzi. We can utilize that opportunity using those spaza shops. Since the Minister of the Small Business is as well available to assist our spaza shops. While we are fully aware that unemployment remains unacceptably high in many areas, including here in Chief Albert Lithuli municipality, the trend indicates that deliberate, targeted interventions can make a difference when implemented with a disciplined and indeed commitment. Honorable Speaker, the geopolitical environment remains volatile and unpredictable. If we fail to maintain the right balance between economic resilience, social protection, and good governance, geopolitical instability can obstruct growth, reduce job creation, increase poverty, and undermine public trust in institutions. For these reasons, government must act with foresight, prudence, and unity of purpose. Our strategic priorities as government therefore remain clear, consistent, and unchanged. We are committed to driving inclusive economic growth and job creation, reduce poverty, tackling the high cost of living, and building a capable, ethical, and a developmental state. These priorities are interconnected, none of them can succeed in isolation, nor can any be achieved without cooperation across all spheres of government, active participation of the community. Kubalulekile esikhathini sonke ukuthi umphakathi wakithi nawo uthathe iqhaza ukuthi umnotho ukhula njani nokuthi izinto maziyenzeka endaweni ingaba ama-project kube nama-steering committee lapho lama project azabonakala ayenzeka ngendlela enhle ngoba isikhathini esiningi abantu sibanike umsebenzi ukuthi bayenze umsebenzi abanye abayenza umsebenzi ngendlela esilindile lokho kwenza ukuthi umsebenzi wenzekileko ubonakala ngasemsebenzi omuhle kodwa sisonke somphakathi masithatha ichaza kune project ifaka amanzi kune project yenza umgwaqo sibe khona sibona ukuthi amasela akatshontshe amasamenti indlela yenzeka ngeqiniso sizobona umgwaqo ne-development yethu izwenzeka ngendlela esiyidinga kakhulu. The oversight program has given us a chance to engage directly with the facts of the ground here in Chief Albert Lithuli. Njengesiphethamthetho abomasipala banamakomiti amakhansela kumsebenzi wawo ukuthi nabo bahambe banande bahlola lama project ngaba lama project ayenziwa igovernment ephezulu yesifundazwe kanye umasipala noma idistrict bawabuke ukuthi ekugcineni akekho umuntu ayenza ubukhonyuvu ukuthi ekugcineni kubonakala ngathi umasipala usebenza noma igovernment ayisebenzi kumsebenzi wamakhansela njengoba sisebenza sisonke silapha kungakho njenge-government sijabula kakhulu isiphethamthetho se-province masifikile ubona ukuthi esithi sakwenza kwenzeka ngeqiniso na. Chief Albert Lithuli local municipality is a home to more than 247,000 people and is characterized by a dominantly young population with over 2/3 of residents under 35. Lokho sesikubonile ukuthi inani labantu abahlambe kahle ngoba mhloli wamabhuku mina nawe singakhuluma ngelihlo sivale elinye sivule elinye ngoba kukhona esikufunayo kodwa mhloli wamabhuku ngiya negunya lokubuka ukuthi ingaba izimali zomasipala ze-government zisebenza ngomthetho. Furthermore, audit outcomes have improved and the ongoing implementations of a large infrastructure projects continue. These achievements highlight the significance through planning, intergovernmental collaboration, and steady oversight. Honorable Speaker, from 2021 to 2026, more than 115 municipal infrastructure projects were undertaken across this municipality. This included significant investment in water and bulk infrastructure, road in construction and refurbishment, household electrification, bridge and foot bridges. Indeed, honorable members had an opportunity yesterday to go and oversee a project of about 75 million that is literally complete and is to give almost 29 megaliters. That's an achievement that we must all appreciate because people get water. This project, and I'm happy Honorable Kabela and Honorable Malachi, they were very happy yesterday. Benijabule kakhulu for that project. Of course, there is always a room for improvement all the time. These projects have improved access to services, increased safety and mobility, restored dignity within communities, and created employment opportunities, particularly for the local labor, small businesses, and cooperatives. These achievements have boosted by significant contributions from both provincial and national departments. In the water and sanitation sector, the government invested in bulk water schemes, replaced aging asbestos pipelines, upgraded waste water treatment plants, and expanded storage capacity to enhance water scrutiny. Indeed, Honorable Speaker, our assessment confirms that we still have a long road to go since majority of pipes are asbestos. And all the time, they burst, they leak, and we've got too much water losses in between. And we are determined as government in partnership with DWS to assist these municipalities in replacing gradually this asbestos. And then we can attest, I'm happy where Masango has equally have seen that and is happy where he is now. This long-term investment, Honorable Speaker and honorable members, are crucial for ensuring reliable, sustainable access to water for communities and major economic sectors. As this government, we are quite aware, without water, our people cannot have a better life. Ungaswela okuningi, kodwa ungasweli amanzi. We have equally noted with a grave concern there are people who are selling water and to our communities. Indeed, we shall respond immediately in those areas in making sure that where possible, extra boreholes are created to make sure that our people receive water without buying water, as it's been said. In human settlement, over 350 houses have been delivered along with emergency housing intervention, asbestos, roof replacement, and service side. I can confirm, honorable members, as government, we have eradicated asbestos roofs here in Chief Albert Litulo. Go to one asbestos anymore. That's an achievement that we must record here in Chief Albert Litulo. Integrated human settlement projects continue to outlook land, promote spatial justice, and restore dignity for families. In Silobela, we are ready to make houses available, and through municipalities, they will be able to manage that and make sure that our people access those sites that we have already developed. In education, large investments have been made in public schools, upgrading facilities, improving sanitation, and enhancing learning environments. Reaffirmed our belief that education remains the most powerful tool for breaking cycles of poverty. As we said earlier, we are determined to make sure that all the school mud are eradicated. That is our program, so that we can have schools that our kids, our community can have a peaceful learning. In health, Honorable Speaker and members, clinics and hospitals received infrastructure maintenance and renovations, new equipment, strengthening staffing, and expanded outreach services will be attended. Access to quality healthcare remains a key part of our development agenda. As far as roads and transport are concerned, the resealing pothole, patching, bridge repairs, and reconstruction that have been carried out have improved safety, connectivity, and economic access, especially for rural communities. We are mindful of a number of disasters that are continuously happening. However, we are determined to move in great speed in making sure that we assist our municipalities and our communities. In economic development and agriculture, ongoing support for farmers, small business, tourism products, agro-processing initiatives, and youth-owned enterprises continue to outlook local economic potential and generate jobs. Mphakathi walapha Chief Albert Litulo, the government recognizes that good governance is non-negotiable. Ukuthi umbuso noma umasipala ufuna uhambe kahle, akuse into kufanele sihlale phansi sithi sayinegotiate. Ufuna kwenzeke ukuthi izinto zenzeke ngendlela right. Oversight during this program has revealed improvement in governance system, better compliance with legislation, and strengthened consequence management. At the same time, challenges such as low revenue collection and financial sustainability remain serious and require shared responsibility between the government and the communities. La Chief Albert Litulo kubonakala ukuthi abantu abakhokhela ama services bancane kakhulu, and siyakwazi kungakho kunalehlelo silibiza ukuthi indigent policy, ukuthi abangasebenzi abanganamali bafanele babe kule register indigent, ukuthi abasebenzayo bangazi ukuvika ngalabo abangasebenzi bakwazi ukukhokha abafuna bakhokhe ngoba bathola imali. Paying for services, protecting public infrastructure, and reporting corruption are vital elements of functioning developmental state. Kumsebenzi wethu sonke, kuthi mawukhona bukhonyuvu noma bukhohlakala, funa sibureport. Ngoba sonke funa sigade ukuthi izinto zethu zihamba kahle kanye nomkhandlu. The people of Chief Albert Lithuli municipality, development cannot be achieved without the community involvement. Masifuna ukuthi indawo yethu iwazi ukuthuthuka funa nathi sibe khona. Your involvement helps to safeguard infrastructure, improve accountability, strengthen democracy, and promote social cohesion. Therefore, we encourage you to continue engaging actively with government structures like ward committees, councillors, and indeed our traditional leaders. Of late, community and traditional leaders, they've appointed and elected traditional council. We are quite aware that we are concluding the matter, and the meeting took place yesterday as well with the Amakosi in the province. We'll be concluding this matter and make sure that our traditional councils, they get sitting, trained, and they got remunerated accordingly. As we approach the 2026 local government elections, I wish to make this heartfelt appeal to all of you. Ukuthi asihambeni sobhalisa kusikwazi ukuthatha ichaza ngesikhathi samavote azaba khona emaphelweni walonyaka. Our democracy depends on participation. I encourage every eligible citizen to register to vote, to inspire young people to do the same, and to engage peacefully and responsibly in democratic processes. Voting is not just a right, it's a duty, an essential instrument for shaping our community's future. As I conclude, let me wish you well and appreciate, Honorable Speaker, that all the time these honorable members took their time to visit this project. We live with a proper understanding that the work shall be done. And indeed, the government, we've got departments, they shall continue to do the work. The Premier is determined to make sure that the performance of each and every person, ourselves as the MECs, our HODs and officials, they do their work and they do their work effectively. Sijabule kakhulu ukuthi nisimukele njenge-government eMpumalanga nomphakathi walapha eChief Albert Lithuli kanye namakhosi akithi ukuthi siwazi ukusebenzisana ukuthi ekugcineni umphakathi walapha uyasizeka. Siyanithembisa, we shall not fail you. Let me take this opportunity, Honorable Speaker, and wish all of you a happy Easter holidays. Njengoba siya emasontweni. Sihambeni futhi so cleaner amathuna akithi. Ngoba ekugcineni sonke sogcina silapho. Ngiyabonga, Honorable Speaker.
Thank
Bathi
you,
bayanithembisa
Honorable
abantu base Chief Albert.
for the
Because
work
ithabile,
you have
ungakhona.
done.
Bahlala banithembisa njalo.
Honorable Sidibe. All of you, I take it all of you know the rules. I must not keep reminding you
Apology,
about
Speaker.
the conduct in the House. And thank you, Honorable Mashilo, for the well-delivered closing address. Angithathe lelithuba ngibonge wonke umuntu lohlanganyele nesishayamithetho kulomhlangano wokuthatha sishayamithetho sisilethe ebantwini lana eChief Albert Lithuli kusukela ngomsombuluko mhla ka-23 March kuze kube namuhla mhla ka-26 March 2026 Sishayamthetho saseMpumalanga, sishayamthetho sakho. Sizoqinisekisa ukuthi senda hulumeni atiphendulele ebantwini baseMpumalanga. Futhi sitolandzelela tonke titsembiso letentiwe nguhulumeni. Siphindze sibandzakanye umphakathi waseMpumalanga kuzo zonke izinhlelo zesishaya mthetho. Honorable members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to remain standing. Bring us to the end of today's business. The House is adjourned until the 31st of March 2026 at 8 o'clock through Microsoft Teams platform.
All rise.
Sesaceda siya ku conference.
Sambeni ku conference.